All right, so here we want to find the sum of this sequence, and then the sequence starts with 3, right? And essentially, this is the second term, right? The second term is 11, the third term is 19, and the last term of the sequence is 795. Okay? So we notice here that the common difference is 8, right? Each successive term is just 8 more than the previous term in the sequence, okay? Now, there is a formula for the first n terms of a sequence, right? It's Sn equals n over 2 times the first term plus the last term here. Okay? But what's the problem with this one? We actually don't know, right, which term in the sequence this is, right? Is this the 50th term? Is it the 63rd term, right? So we actually got to figure that out. Okay, so how are we going to figure this out? All right, so we are going to use this formula right here. Okay, A sub n equals A1 plus n minus 1 times d. And you notice here that 795, this is the last term in the sequence, right? So we're going to substitute that into here, right? And what we're doing is we're actually going to figure out what n is, right? We're going to figure out the value of n here. So 795 should equal 3 plus n minus 1 times 8, right? So by plugging these values in, we can solve for n, and that's going to tell us then which term in the sequence this is, okay? So let's do the math, right? We'll subtract the 3 to both sides. So we get 792 equals 8 times n minus 1. Right, we'll divide both sides by 8 here. Okay, so 792 divided by 8, that gives us 99. Okay, so when we add the 1 back over, what does that give us? It means that n is 100. Okay, so we can conclude then that 795 is the 100th term in this sequence. Okay, so using the sum formula now, right? The sum of the first 100 terms now. Yeah, remember, we know that this is the 100th term, right? So the sum of the first 100 terms then should be 100 over 2, okay, times 3 plus 795. Okay, and doing this math here, right? This is just 50 times 798, and this should give us the total value here, right? 39,900. So if we added all 100 of these numbers together, of course, it's an arithmetic sequence where we just add 8 to the previous number. Right? This whole sum here should give us 39,300.